Welcome back, disc golf fans. Derek and Chris here again with Gatekeeper Media, bringing you the back nine round 2 coverage of the 2019 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. This is the 5th stop in the NT this year, and like I said before, we love filming in our backyard. No presenting sponsor this year, but shout out to the PDGA and the Delaware crew for putting this together. A really great event, and as always, special thanks to Millennium Golf Discs.
Yeah, that front nine was pretty interesting. Joel and David Feldberg, no red on their cards. Really good start. 4 under, 7 for the tournament. Simon has kind of been up and down a little bit. Same with Zach. His putter's not on as much as it's been from round 1. But this back nine is pretty tricky. Some tough holes on this back nine. So as we see, Ricky Wasaki still with the 1-stroke lead. He's kind of been up at the top this entire time. So I'm excited to see how this is going to play out. There's a lot of people that are very close in this race. We're going to move into hole 10. It's actually the hardest hole on the course, and this was a change. It used to be a par 5. They moved the pin a little closer, made it a par 4, and it is tough. It averages .06 over, so more than half a stroke over the par. It's really just a long bend to the left. So if you do have this nice little Anheuser shot that Joel's going to go with a forehand, it's something that's going to flatten out. Definitely a good shot for the angles. If that was just a little over, I mean, that's perfect. We have the current Masters World Champion, Dave Feldberg. I feel like a lot of people kind of hyzer too early and kind of end up over there. I think people don't really anticipate just trying to really throw it out there to the right side.
And Simon taking the high route that we've been talking about all event.
But once again, he's over there on that side. It's almost like you can get pinched behind some trees over there. Zach is this real nice Anheuser shot. Should flatten out. Yeah,
that's it got a little stopped up, but last round he found himself on the right side of this fairway, so I think that this is an improvement for him for sure.
So Dave, this is a pretty tricky shot, and I mean, just think, to get your birdie, you're going to be getting down there to the pin on this shot. That just shows you like how tough this hole really is. Taking away that stroke and only pushing the basket like 50 feet up really made a big difference.
Oh, and that looked like it had a chance of carrying up there, but hitting a tree and losing about 30 feet.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at par at best now. I mean, even with Zach. So this was a really good shot.
That's puttable.
Yeah. So really nice roller from Zach. Joel, he's been really relying on that forehand out here. Really good to have in your arsenal. So he's going to fade over to the right side of the fairway, but, I mean, that's a bid.
Yeah, it looks like he's maybe got a little in his way, so it doesn't have a clean look.
So Dave, this is his 3rd shot, and he's still trying to work his way down the fairway. Something really overstable. It's going to fade over where Joel was. Simon doing what he's been doing all around, really. Just
floating putters.
Yeah, those standstill putter shots. Good run from Joel. So Zach about close to 50 feet, 45, 50 feet out.
Oh.
Oh.
So he's not quite canning them like he was round 1.
Yeah. I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "Hey, you can't win them all." It's that, ooh. That classic step putt.
The strong side, too.
Dave's going to, unfortunately, take the bogey now. Zach, that would have been a really nice birdie to get, but cleaning up his par.
Keeping it low there, though.
Yeah. Joel, he should be able to clean up as well. Everyone else should be cleaning up. And this is exactly why this is one of the hardest holes on the course. I mean, no one's walking away with any green.
He wanted to make sure his body was behind his lie.
Only 3 strokes between Zach and Joel here, though. So we're going to move into hole 11, 600 feet. Very tight shot. You want to throw something nice and straight. You do have kind of this bailout here to the left, so if you throw something that fades over there, it's not a bad spot to be. Kind of sets you up. You want to land somewhere around here, and then your second shot, nice little putter shot.
I would say this is one of the few holes here, probably maybe, I think maybe the only one that it doesn't have a true pure line all the way down it. So you have a line to one spot and then a line to another spot where...
like the fairway kind of like, it's like two different fairways almost.
Yeah, it's like a lot of sporadic trees left in the fairway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that gap right there is really tight too to try to get to those trees. Plays is an easy hole, though. It's the 4th easiest hole in the course. Is this just, I mean, so straight. Look at that. Yeah.
With the skip.
Nice. That's an eagle look.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, he's just turns this a little too much. And like I said in the past, these fairways are the rough is really well groomed, so Zach should be okay trying to get up and down from there. Dave.
Oh,
ooh.
no.
That was high, like you were saying. It was a nice flip up. That had potential. Oh no!
Takes it with stride. Keeps a good spirit about him. You know, that's keeping a level head is how you recover from stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Zach just needs to stay composed. I mean, in the last 2 holes, that's the second time he threw it 10 feet and hit something. And basically re-shooting.
And didn't find himself much more, ground made up there from that last one either.
So that's going to be tough. So Joel, once again, he's got that line for the forehand. He throws this nice flex shot. He's got that Gator 3 again. Because that's going to be just inside the circle.
Yeah, a little straddle putt for him.
And then Dave, he's just trying to get up and down for his par at this point, and he gets inside. Kind of where he was at is where you want to be on your first shot, ideally. Just kind of over there in that opening to the left.
All right, sit down. All right, that'll play.
Yeah. It's funny to say that this was one of the easier holes, and this card's struggling with it. As Simon hits the pin. It's going to be one of the easiest birdies he had all day. Joel just inside. Cans it.
With authority.
Yeah, he is feeling it. Ooh. Scared me. Yeah, Dave, he had a great front 9, and so far on the start of this back 9, he has not looked so hot. Zach as well. And this is the part of the course where it gets tough. Dave was lucky enough to save his par. Leaderboard blocked the basket. So we're going to move into hole 12. This is 520 feet. Pretty similar. I mean, you have this straight shot, still very tight. It's going to be a strong dog leg to the left here. You want to, if you have a ready backhand, throw something that might skip up. And then your second shot, this approach shot's a nice little, I would say, like turnover shot
like
with a putter.
A landmine of rocks down here.
Yeah, this green is vicious. I mean, the rocks there, potential rollaways, potential sticks too. I mean, just throwing it up into those boulders is not a bad play.
Yeah, and I mean, it is the road to our right is OB, and it is very possible to roll down there.
Yeah, that was great from Joel.
I'd say that's ideal positioning.
Yeah. Very stable fairway driver, it looked like. Simon's just going right up the gut. Oh.
Yeah, got stopped up from some rocks in the fairway, but again, good placement nonetheless.
Oh, that's going to kick early for
Dave is having a tough go of it with these kicks.
Yeah, this is not a good stretch of golf for him. We'll see if he can turn it around. Is this just perfect angle to skip like 70 feet?
And it is so close. It's right on the line.
It's in, though.
It is in.
Yeah.
Because you have to be surrounded by OB. So there
literally
was a little touch of it inbounds.
Like the tip of the disc was inbounds. The card came over, confirmed it. Simon, this is going to fade a little early. He's going to hit a tree as well. And it's a pretty scary putt. I'm not going to lie. Maybe just take your medicine, take your 4 there, because that's going to be scary.
Yeah, it's only worth maybe a half run of something super soft, and it'll stick to the ground.
And Joel giving that a bid for eagle.
That's risky.
Yeah. I think he was just anticipating you just throw it down there and something's going to land. It's Feldberg. He got pretty close to the OB as well down there.
Oh, from my angle, it looked like it was going right for it.
Here's that putt that we were talking about. Also have that
straddled out, too.
Literally that one tree.
Oh, and he kisses the weak side. Does not make a solid connection, so he's going to be taking another go at it.
I just want to take a second to look at Joel's footing here. He's standing on 2 different rocks, leaned up against a tree.
Looks like he's got some purple shoes on, too. Dude can match his clothing. He's out there styling.
Yeah. That's that black ace. Man, that's going to be like one of the first putts that he's really missed.
Chalk it up to the bad footing.
I basically set him up for an excuse. As Simon's getting a little slippery, looking like
that could have been. He did almost slip a little earlier in the coverage, and I felt the wind kind of pass by me because he had to kind of run to catch himself.
Mm-hmm. So Zach actually didn't know where his landed. He actually walked by, and they were like, "Where's my disc?" And I was like, "Dude, you're right up against the rocks. You got like a good 10, 15 footer." This Feldberg is going to get in as well. And that's that's the second. So with Melton, that's the second 3 that we saw that was pretty interesting. We saw Eagles 3 yesterday with that big overhand, got down there, nice putt. And then Zach just with that really weird skip.
Couldn't have played the OB anymore.
Yeah, and then has an amazing approach shot and is able to get the only birdie. That's a good stroke to get on everyone.
Yeah, when you feel like you just pulled your shot right off the tee box and you come in smelling like a rose.
Yeah, and that was one of the toughest holes on the course. We're going to move into hole 13, par 3, 360 feet. I would say this is an ace run. Out of this course, there's not that many ace runs, but this one's definitely one you're looking at shots like, oh, I got a chance. Just a nice big hyzer shot. You just have to worry about these guardian trees that we just passed to the right. Maybe something could skip up. We did see Zach yesterday hit a tree and almost go in.
Oh, yeah, by inches.
That's going to kick over, and that's...
Oh, he's playing it again.
Days and bounds. But damn, it's tight.
Must be a magnet over there.
Good thing we're not playing that basket up over on that thing.
Which is fun. If you're ever out this way for a casual round, I like playing raised baskets whenever I can. You know, if they're kind of well built into the natural aspects of the course.
Yeah. There's a couple here. Is that one tree to the right that Joel just hit? If you hit that tree on the wrong side, that could shoot you OB like pretty easily.
Yeah. And it's not wide open for a shooting from your 3 from that lie either.
Yeah, it's not like you can shoot out of bounds from the street. You're gonna be like tucked into those trees out over there.
Yeah,
not a good spot.
That may have helped him, kicked him back towards the fairway.
So Joel, this is really the first time we've seen him have to really do some scrambling.
Yeah, hits something real high and just drops dead straight down.
Fairway. This is going to be his first blemish, though, unless he knocks in this 80-footer.
If we're talking about metrics.
All right, easy up and down for Simon. He'll be able to get his par. Joel's going to Need to hit a real big putt here to keep this bogey-free round, and
just doesn't give it enough juice.
No, that's going to be a tough stroke to lose. Feldberg
with a really casual step putt.
Yeah. So Zach, he's almost 40 out, uphill.
Oh, weak side again. Hug it out, man. Happy tree.
He's out there painting trees today. He's having a good time.
Is he? Are they good times?
I don't know. I thought Bob Ross always has good times. Yeah, lone bogey from Joel. This card's kind of falling off a little bit. Joel's in 6th, Feldberg's 8th, Simon's 8th, Zach's all the way down in 14th.
Love getting outside and challenging yourself to become better? How about spending time with family and friends, or just marveling at the pure joy of flight? Then you've come to the right place at the right time. Join the PDGA.
All right, we're moving into hole 14. This was another change. They pushed the pin back, kept it a par 3. Coming in as the second hardest hole in the course.
Yeah, basically you got to give it enough juice to get to the green. Otherwise, you're going to hit that fairway and have a pretty bad reaction. Going to be on either side. Could very well be in the rough, and you do not really want to be too far in the rough here.
No, like they pushed that basket back just only like 40 or 50 feet. But that 40 or 50 feet really made a difference.
There's no ground play here.
Yeah, it used to be kind of where the wood chips kind of start when you look at them, but to really get down there and not hit any trees is kind of lucky almost. So fun.
Dave's going right up the gut.
He just needs to get through. He
Yeah,
gets
it just
through
wasn't
most
high
of it.
enough.
So here's a fun little fact I just want to tell you. There's been some changes to the course, right?
Yeah.
The top 3 hardest holes this round were 3 holes that have been changed. So that just shows you that Jimmy, the TD of the tournament, was really thinking about, the course designer was really thinking about, after last year, a couple of these guys came out here and tore it up. And he was like, that's not happening this year.
Yeah, so far we have not, round 1, we didn't see anything close to the hot round that was last year.
No.
We had a 14 down.
Yeah, no one's been able to hit double digits so far.
Now, we'll say round 1 could be because it was raining. So we'll see how round 2 pans out.
This is round 2, but I don't think...
At
Spoiler alert.
At the end of it, we're still in it.
We're still in it. Spoiler alert, sorry. Shoot me. Just kidding, sorry. So Zach's he's inside the circle. Should be a putt for him. Good putt. I think Joel's would have went in if there wasn't wood chips. If it was like just standard dirt, I think that would have had the skip.
Yeah, it looks like it kind of just like took all the wind right out of the sails on it.
Yeah, that was a really great shot from Joel, though. I do want to give him a big shout out for that tap-in birdie. He even said, he was like, I threw a better shot yesterday and didn't get anywhere close. And this time I throw a really bad shot and actually get up there.
It's the name of the game sometimes.
It's funny how it works. So we're going to move into hole 15. This is another hole that was changed. This was the easiest hole every day last year. It was a par 4 only at like 460 feet. Pushed the basket up a little bit, made it a par 3, made it a little bit tougher for these guys.
Yeah, and it's an ideal fairway for lefty backhand, which, Joel is the predominant forehand player here, and he elects with the backhand.
You would say this is lefty backhand?
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, righty backhand? Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, I'm a lefty, and I would not be hitting that line with a backhand unless I had a real nice turnover shot, which I don't.
I don't know my directions, folks.
Zach, though, he throws something flippy. Almost too flippy.
Yeah, that carries over, but it'll play.
Yeah.
And we know that Zach can handle like a straddle putt really well.
Yeah, he should be fine from over there. Simons needs to get through.
Sit down.
He's gonna skip over. He's near 16's tee box. That's a tough putt as well. Oh, Dave's taking the...
Yikes. That was probably one of the nicer kicks he had because it didn't change the direction too much.
Yeah, it just dropped him on the Fairway. Another fairway hit.
The word of the day
is fairway. That's going to be a tough putt for Dave as well, though. He's got circle's edge. Joel, a little lofty forehand.
Yeah, that was just like a lob.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, Simon. Giving a good bid. So this hole played as a harder hole this year. So this change as well is making it a harder hole. So it's
I like it.
Yeah.
Crafting the course to be a true NT challenger.
Yeah.
Melton there with the good bid, too.
Dave's in there, too. He had some weird footing here. He said it was really weird. You could see
like
with that step putt.
A lot of dead like logs and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were really kind of moving things around, him and his caddy.
Zach's in. Sometimes you just got to take the par.
Well, we're no stranger to playing for par.
Oh, that was my point to come in and do the plug that you can get some coffee of ours playing for par from Birdie Fuel Disc Golf, right?
Smooth. Almost as smooth as our signature roast.
Dave's going to take another bogey. He's been struggling on this back nine from having a clean front. So we're going to move into hole 16, par 4, 610 feet. This one slightly uphill. You want to throw probably, I would say, like a nice flex shot. You're going to land out in this opening here. The rough is pretty forgiving, so as long as you get down there,
it's a cool looking hole.
You can,
too.
Yeah, you can find a line to get down to this green. Very fast green though. I see a lot of people kind of overshoot this green.
Mm. Yeah, get closer to 17's tee pad.
Mm-hmm. So Joel's, this is a good rip. Look at that. Very nice. I wonder what he's throwing there. I wonder if that's a Scorp or a Destroyer.
I think he is into the yellow Scorps.
That was probably a Destroyer.
Yeah.
Zach's not as much distance, but as long as he crests that hill.
When he let go, he's like, "Oh no!" And then he hit the tree. Goes, "Oh yeah."
Simon, look at this.
Oh no! Got stopped up, but
okay.
Yeah, it'll play.
Like I said, just crest that hillside and you're in a good spot. Dave is really trying to stop the bleeding at this point.
Oh, it's sneaky. It snuck by.
Sneaky one.
It rolled around it. That's so funny.
This is going to set up real good for a forehand for Zach. This needs to get down. Hit something. All right. That's going to be a tough putt, though. He's going to have to straddle around that tree. Dave coming in hot. Get down. Yeah, he skipped past that tree.
Out of your field of view.
Yeah, I was like, I can't find it. But yeah, he's about circle's edge. Simon, once again, it's just like this course plays out really good for Simon for his style of play. He has those real nice lofty, like floating putter shots, mid-ranges. You can see he's out here. He's just probably a disc down than a lot of people. Zach. Oh, sorry, Zach. I was talking when you were putting.
He wasn't actually, folks.
I was behind it. See me back there. I was in his ear like, "Hey, Zach, you will not make this putt." Good putt from Simon.
Yeah, solid connection there. Now, there was some confusion from the gallery here. They were kind of, because, Dave has like a very specific routine, as you may have picked up on already. So a lot of people, it takes him a little bit of time to take his shot. A lot of people think that that's him waiting on somebody. It's just him getting mentally prepared, right? So he even addresses the gallery and says, no, you don't have to move. I'm good.
Because the gallery kind of funnels down the fairway, so it was pretty crowded. And they did the right thing. I mean, that's, as the gallery, you kind of want to get out of the way and make sure that's the right thing to do. But he was like, no, guys, it's fine. It's okay. Zach, unfortunately, missing that putt is gonna take the par.
Preventing our star frame.
Yeah. We haven't seen one yet, so we're going to move into hole 17. This was the other backup. This is the other par 5 that's uphill the whole way. 860 feet, probably one of the most technical holes on the course. First shot, you want to throw like a hyzer flip, something that's going to flip up, fade over to where we're at now. Second shot, if you have a forehand, you can kind of throw forehand over to the left side. I would say you want to be to the left than the right. The left kind of opens up more. Kind of have that left side that you can kind of dump it in on your third shot to take your birdie.
Yeah, and I always really like how aggressive some people take this. Like, you know, everybody's aware of Seppo's eagle on this, and then in round 1, I believe Ricky had a good bid for an eagle as well. You know, so kind of getting the chatter of that, I think, motivates a lot of people to just start trying to crush this fairway.
You can be very aggressive on
because it's forgiving.
Yeah. Like Joel's was a bomber. Simon,
he outdrives it by about 8 feet.
Yeah. It's a good spot to be. This is going to stand up, but kind of flip too much, and then one more of those kicks.
He is not getting any tree love today. No love for the previous champ. Sneak through. It doesn't.
No fairway either. So we're going to see a forehand. Get down there. Nice shot from Zach.
Yeah, keeping it right in the center.
All right. 2 shots down. Hopefully one more to go. Yeah, like even if you go off a little bit, like he can still... It's tough to get the birdie from there, but I mean, up and down for the par is definitely...
Oh yeah, this is going to carry really well for him.
Ooh, flatten out. I mean, I'm right at the steps, so like it's not a bad spot. He'll definitely have a look.
It's placement golf.
Joel is getting aggressive, letting it rip, skipping all the way up there. I mean, he's 80 feet.
That's a comfortable spot to be. And at the very least, knowing that you have a comfortable birdie means that you could get a little more aggressive, maybe.
Yeah, unless something crazy were to happen. As Simon, like I said, you don't really want to be over to the right. Simon being over there, that's going to be a little tricky for him.
Really low ceiling over there.
Yeah, Zach is putting this right.
Yeah,
almost up the hill,
right on the mound's edge.
It's gonna be tricky footing.
I think that's still in the circle though, right?
Yeah,
where he is.
Yeah,
like just inside.
Look at that.
Yeah,
good shot from Dave. He pierces that gap, threads the needle, however you want to put it. Simon's.
Oh wow.
That was like
drops a knee, deals with the low ceiling, and finds himself right there on 17's plateau.
That was like the little disc that could. It was like literally like stopped halfway up the hill and just slid up. So this is Joel for his 3.
Forehand approach, banding off. Really good bid. I was really hoping that we'd get that.
This is definitely the best looking hole in the course. This green, very iconic with these steps.
Yeah, and Adam Harris did have something to do with that. So Harris Disc Golf Design, I believe.
Zach Melton with the Circle's Edge putt. They're like, Simon, if you're ready, go.
Yeah, I was not ready for him to go.
He had to run up that hill. So
yeah, this one's always tricky to kind of orchestrate, the movement of camera people,
especially with a 2-man crew.
Yeah, folks, we are doing this all with just 2 people.
So Dave's unfortunately going to take the par and prevent the star frame. So no star frame so far. A lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, and it's not very likely 18's going to have one either.
Yeah, this is a tough hole as we're going to move into the final hole, 630 feet, par 4. You want to throw something that's going to flip up and then fade over here to the left. You want to get past this road here, that dirt road, land kind of where the drone is now, but it's not over. Second shot's probably even tougher.
It tightens up. You got some guardian trees, and then if you're trying to keep it low to avoid any type of... Like, if you want something low and glidey, you still got to battle those rocks.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people throw rollers only for the sheer fact of just kind of trying to get down there. I mean, there's so many different gaps and different lines you can take on this hole. This first shot, though, is pretty traditional. You're just going to throw a nice hyzer shot. You really want it to kind of go from right to left and skip as Joel's getting so skinny. Yeah. But like I said, as long as you're kind of getting past that road, you're not in a terrible spot. So this was one of the closest it's ever been to hitting me. I was like, whoa. My foot was literally like less than a couple inches.
Looked like an FD.
PD.
PD?
Yeah. Zach, nice flex shot. Skipping up. That's textbook right there. That's exactly where you want to be.
And I mean, take advantage of the faster fairway when you can.
Dave is really far over there to the right. And he got over there without any kicks. That's going to be a tough shot. What are you doing, Joel? You throwing a roller?
I'm not sure if that was intentional for a roller.
I don't know what that was. He got up and down pretty good there. I mean, should be able to get his par at least.
Yeah, he's just shy of pin high, just kind of in a lot of rough. That roller seems to be working out just fine.
Look at this roller.
Yeah, that'll play.
Yeah, circle's edge.
Yeah, it was a good curl back for sure.
And then Simon, I mean, doing it again. This has got to be the 5th or 6th time that he's just throwing the perfect shot. Put it bullseye. As he's got himself a nice little turkey here at the end. He's really, he had an up and down round. He really picked it up here at the end. Just kind of low key. Knocked in a couple birdies.
Gobble, gobble.
As this played as the 5th hardest hole this day. So hole 18 is always a tough one.
Yeah, and then to end your day on it. Like...
Yeah. But, I mean, at least it's a beautiful hole to end on. Dave. Ooh. Man, that would have been good. Zach should be able to clean up. Knocks it in. Up and down round for him. His putter really wasn't on like it was the day before. Still
finds
nice
himself
showing.
under. Yeah,
I mean, sitting in 10th. Shot 6 under for the whole tournament.
10th cashes.
Yeah. I'd say the talk of the round, though, is this guy right here putting up a pretty hot round at 7 under.
And it crazy to say hot round of 7 under.
Yeah. It wasn't the hot round of the day. There was a 9 under, but I mean 7 under was a really good showing, as he really just had that one blemish on 13. Simon had that one blemish on 6. Simon, like I said, 6 under, low key, just putting it in there, 9 for the tournament. Dave, really rough back 9.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look at these scores. Joel Freeman sitting 2nd, 10 under. Simon right behind him, though. Dave fell off a little bit, but him and Zach are still definitely fighting in a good spot.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Dave knocked himself down a little bit and is going to be on MPO3 card today.
Yeah, so we're going to look at this final round. We have Ricky with a 1-stroke lead. This is tight. We have a couple 10 unders. Joel making himself to lead card. We have Matty B, Simon, Albert, and Philo.
And you know what? Moving day wasn't full of a lot of movement.
No.
We still got a tight race. It can be anybody's event. But thanks for tuning in, folks. Round 2, Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a follow.
Do it.
Thanks, guys. Take care.